Café and Networking Podcast promotes business owners and business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, known as the King of Networking, podcasting, connecting people from my studio in Brazil. And today we talk with Blaine Oelkers, and he's joining us from Scottsdale, Arizona. Blaine Oelker is America's only Chief Results Officer. Loves to help people get results, knows which habits bring success and results, how to create them instantly and stick with them for a lifetime. A Tedx speaker, co-author of 3 books, offers life-changing strategies like 21-second habits. Create new habits in just 21 seconds, not 21 days. So Blaine, how do we create new habits in 21 seconds instead of 21 days?
Hey, Tom, thank you so much for having me on. Happy to share with the listeners today. And you know what? In 2009, I started a company called Self-Fluence, and which Self-Fluence is kind of the power you already have to influence yourself. And so what people kind of don't realize in habit creation, they think, I'm not that good at creating habits. I'm like, no, wait a second. The first thing to realize is you are already a habit master. You already kind of know how to do it. And so you can create a new habit in 21 seconds, not 21 days. So if someone said it takes 21 days, they lied to you. Sorry about that. So we're going to kind of break this down for you. And I kind of tell a quick story to where this came about. And my wife, she had used to have nearly daily migraine headaches. And so the doctor said, look, you got to take this headache log and you got to fill it out every day. What did you eat? What are the triggers? What was the weather? What was the barometric pressure? And she could do it for a couple of days, then she would lose it or forget to do it. And then one night I was watching her brush her teeth. And I said, Beth, you're a habit master at brushing your teeth 2 minutes, just like the dentist says, 2 minutes every day in the morning and at night. So what we did is the first key to the 21-second habit is we did something called habit linking. Right? So habit linking. So we took the headache log, put it under the toothbrush and the toothpaste, and every day when she brushed her teeth in the morning and at night, she took 2 minutes and she filled out the log. She went 90 days in a row of filling out that log, right? Because she linked it to something she was already a habit master. No willpower required, right? No willpower required. And so, and that made ended up making all the difference. I saw that. And I said, look, I want to start a couple new habits. I want to read the Bible every morning, and I also want to do a mind shower every morning. And I said, what do I do?
Mind
what could
shower.
I have?
A mind shower.
A mind shower, yes. So now you probably wash your body down in Brazil every day there, or maybe at least every other day. But how often do you wash your mind, right? So I wanted to do a little meditation, do a little mind washing, a little mind shower to kind of clear out the negative stuff, the news media, the social media, the friends that don't understand your business, and those kinds of things.
Right.
And so what I said, what could I have it linked to, right? What do I do every day, every morning without any willpower required? And it was my smartphone. Like, that's the first thing I do is I look at my smartphone.
Right.
So what I did is I moved all the apps off the first page and I just put those 2 apps. And I said, okay, when I open my phone for the first time every morning, I have to do those 2 apps before I do anything else. Now, this is the second key to the 21-second habit. The first is habit linking, no willpower required. The second thing is you have to surf some kind of an urge to want to do something to make sure you do the habit. So like in my case, when I open my phone, I want to see, did a new podcast get released? Did my kids text me? What's going on in the world? What's going on in my email? I want to look at all those things. So I surf that urge and I take the desire to do that, and I use that to help me go do those 2 things, the Bible app and the mind shower. So for me, that worked really well. And today was day 1,548 in a row. So I've got over 1,500 days in a row because naturally I open my phone every single day, right? So that habit linking and then surfing the urge works really, really well. And the last thing, the icing on the cake, is you can use leverage. And leverage means we're kind of driven by pain and pleasure, right? And so like on pleasure, if you give yourself a reward, say, look, if I do this new habit 7 days in a row, I'm going to give myself X, some treat, something that you really like, and giving yourself some rewards positive things work. And then pain also works, like leverage or a
Right.
penalty.
Right.
Right. So, hey, if I don't do this thing, then, my wife will say, well, then you got to go wash out the garbage cans or something, something like that.
No pain,
add a
no
little
gain,
fun.
right?
That's right. That's right. So there's that leverage part that you can add to it. And then once you get a new habit for 3-4 days in a row, you really don't want to break the streak. So that's another little key. But the big part of it is think about what's the new habit you want, and then what can you habit link it to, and then what urge can you serve to make sure you get the habit done.
And the way you break it down, it's no real long-term thing. It's very quick. So anybody who's willing, and I think I can do that, and I'll start as soon as we're done. Because I like the mind shower because and I'm going to take advantage of that because normally I'm a morning person myself. So, but cleaning out the mind, because when I get up, there's all kind of stuff there in my mind. So really have to organize that. So maybe it's just let the water into the head.
Yeah, wash it out a little bit. And
good tip. Good tip.
Yeah, and figure out for you what it is. A lot of people, they have a cup of coffee every morning, right? So I say, look, habit link something new to that cup of coffee, and give yourself a little trigger, like by the coffee machine, put something to remind you of that, and then you can smell the coffee. You can make the coffee, but you can't sip the coffee until you did your thing, right? So you have this desire for the coffee. Even my wife she surfed the urge to have clean teeth. She doesn't like that gritty feeling on her teeth,
right.
And that helped her to move through and actually do the habit.
Well, actually, you're building habits on habits on habits, and it's good feeling on good feeling on good feeling. So it just pulls everything through.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's a battle of the brain chemicals. If you can get the good chemicals, outflowing the bad chemicals, then you have more energy. You get excited. Then done is the engine of more, and all of a sudden, you're moving in a positive direction, which is where we want to go. Right? Take control of your life by taking control of yourself. I like to say.
No, and that's it. And those are things that can stick for a lifetime.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Very good, Blaine. So I want to thank you for being sharing that. And that's really a great short injection into doing something. It's applicable right now. So how can our audience find you?
It's like I said, I had this company called Selffluence. And so if you go to selffluence.com, SELFLUENCE.com, Selffluence, all one word. There, you can get to know me there. You can find out more about these 21-second habits. And on the website, I even have a little guidebook that lists all the things you kind of do on a daily basis or weekly basis that you could habit link to. Very
good. Well, thanks again for being here.
Thanks a lot, Tom. I really appreciate you having me on. And the bad news is that time flies. The good news, you're the pilot. So pilot well, my friends. Take control and make it a great day.
No, that's where you want to put your 21 seconds.
That's right.
It's where you want to put those seconds. When we only get, and we do that every day, back to your point of getting up in the morning, we only get one day at a time. We don't get tomorrow.
Agreed.
We get today. And
Agreed.
that day isn't given to us in 24-hour slot. It's given to us second by second. So I agree with you, if we can start out with 21 seconds of fun and learning and habits, then we get more and more seconds in that day we get.
Yeah, well said.
Very good. So again, for our audience, it's Blaine Oelkers. It's Blane. The last name Oelkers is Oelkers. Oelkers. Find him on LinkedIn and also on selffluence.com. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information on their website, focusmi.com. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.